Hello everyone, welcome to your holiday pick-a-card reading. Thank you so much for joining me. My name's Michelle. Thank you for all your likes, your subscribes, your comments. Please do keep them coming. I'd love to hear from you guys. Doing a quick pick-a-card reading today for the holiday period. Merry Christmas for those who celebrate. Of course, happy holidays to everyone who is celebrating any other holiday during this time period, or even if it's your birthday period as well. For my Sagittarians and Capricorns out there, welcome, and I hope that you enjoy the reading. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, pile number 5, my little Buddha on it, pile number 6, and pile number 7. So concentrate for a moment. If you have to, pause the video while you think about which pile you're particularly drawn to, and I will link each pile's starting moment at the bottom there in the descriptions. So if you have decided on which pile that you are drawn to, please skip ahead if you'd like to, or you can stay and watch them all. Going to start with pile number 1 right now, guys, so let's get started. You have the card of the higher power. Oh, already a very high vibration energy. Now, I feel like this is, it's not control, but it does feel like having immense power, more than perhaps you realize. Some of you may realize it, but I'm getting this energy of an overriding power. So when it comes to decision making, it feels like you're having all the power. Now, when is this for? It's for the holiday period, and for beyond that as well. It could be a very strong 6-month to 12-month period that I'm sensing around this higher power. Okay, let's see where this is going. Now, for some of you, I'm getting a high-powered career. Some of you may be stepping into a higher role. If not now, then very soon. Your career angel is an interesting energy, because it doesn't have to mean, for some of you, you may not have a career. For some of you, you're retired. Some of you may have already been down this road of having a higher level in terms of your position. And for some of you, you may have been a teacher, I'm getting that, or even a health worker. So when it comes to this higher power energy, this is about surrendering any worries that you have about your career path. This is feeling safe in the knowledge that you're being guided in the direction that you're meant to follow. So you've received this card because this career angel has heard your prayers about your current work situation. Are you considering a current change in your career, or are you having issues in your current place of employment? Perhaps there's a work colleague which is causing disharmony. Are you even considering going for a promotion or changing your current place of work? Would you like to run your own business? Do you have an idea about a business? Perhaps you need some assistance from your career angel. Some of you could be considering undertaking study, or, as I said, becoming a teacher to change or enhance your current career path. There's an energy around this of raises as well, which is great news. And definitely an energy here of not worrying too much about the opportunity for work, because I feel like you do have a lot of opportunity in front of you. There's an energy here of needing to relax and know in your heart that everything is being taken care of by your career angel. So by surrendering any fears that you have about your work and work opportunities in the new year, you'll feel a lot stronger, you'll feel a lot better in yourself. So if there's any kind of emotional work that's affecting you at the moment when it comes to your career, I would say it's time to let that fall away, because you're being actively guided here. Ooh, I like this energy. It's not a despairing energy. It's a very stable energy, a strong energy when it comes to opportunities around you. Love that for you guys. Now we also have this card of Isha Hakmaha. Hope I'm saying that correctly, guys. Bit of a hard one to say. Isha Hakmaha. Now, it is card number 26. If you reduce that, it is 8. So this is a powerful number. What I'm feeling around this one in particular, guys, is even if things around you at the present time feel a little bit off, perhaps a little bit dire, this is no cause for alarm. So if where you're at, you're thinking, oh gosh, you know, things feel a bit unstable, Spirit is saying it's not as bad as perhaps you're imagining. There's steadiness here. So what could be regarded as an obstacle at the present time, consider it protection. Okay, I feel like you're going to be protected when it comes to your career. Some of you are really worried about that, but it's protected. So being grateful for what you have, remaining true to your path, remaining true to your purpose. There's courage here. There's the wisdom of patience. There's patience supporting the development, the manifestation of your higher calling. Now, patience isn't just waiting around for something to happen. It is the recognition that much of the essential work has already taken place and it's now being accomplished. Wow. So there's notable progress here. There's a ripening of the fruit on the tree. You're on a worthy, good, spiritually necessary path that you may not even see it or know it yet. Your time for fruition is divinely here. Oh, loving that for you guys. Now, the Mother of Star Nations. For those of you who live in the United States, this is a message specifically for you guys. And we have this as, again, if you're worried about what's going on around you, I do sense a lot of stability, more so than perhaps you're thinking that there is. And it's understandable, guys, when we have some instability in the world, we become fearful or worried, perhaps a little stressed about the situation. But with this one, Spirit is asking you to see through the illusion. In the world of illusion, we can forget about truths. So what I'm seeing here is when the ways of the world threaten to cause us to despair, there is an ancient divine legacy of love that you have been born to manifest in this world. So let it support you as you continue to apply yourself towards your path. This is holding yourself with grace. The Mother card is a very graceful energy. So when there is despair around you or despair in the world, it feels like a divine feminine energy. There's something here about divine feminine energy around you here, guys. The divine feminine. Now, I'm also seeing this white feather. So that may be a symbol for you. I get a healing energy. I get a connection with ancestors here. We see the chimpanzee on this card. This feels like a protected energy because it's coming from a place of good, and it feels like acknowledging a truth of goodness, deep down ancestral goodness that can't be denied. So where there's despair in the world, where there's perhaps evil in the world, this is a nobility, a graceful energy, holding oneself higher than others. So if there is conflict, if there is despair in your world or in the world at large, this tells me that by holding yourself in a high position, by not being part of the fray, by not being part of the battle, but holding oneself above that, that is the best way forward. Yeah, it's knowledge, wisdom, and truth rather than illusion, rather than diving in and taking radical action without truth. So there's a need here to be for justice not to be blind, is what I'm getting from Spirit, to take the blindfold off and to see the world as it is. Okay, all right. Let's see what else you have here, guys. Whispers of the Ocean. All right. Now this is card number 25. So if you reduce that, it is card number 7, which can be a card of choice. I also see that as victory. Now this mermaid here has been distracted by news that these sea dragons have come to whisper to her. Now this news could be something about, could be gossip. It could be something that you hear but you shouldn't listen to, not encouraging the conversation to grow, not taking the message and sharing it again for these whispers to become distorted. You know, it's like that game of Chinese whispers, right? Where one after another adds a detail, leaves out context, gets the story half right until it no longer bears any relationship to the truth. When people share, it can be for many reasons, but there are times when what is told of another is exaggerated, embroidered, or potentially embarrassing. After all, none amongst us are perfect. We all have moments that we wish we had not come to be, but when others whisper of those whose harm they wish, there's usually an agenda. So this is about the truth, discerning the truth. This mermaid will not judge. She will continue toward her destination, let the distracted continue round and round, going nowhere without true purpose, and leave the fate of the gossips behind. Oh, isn't that interesting, guys? Because I got a general energy of holding oneself above, justice not being blind, but seeing the truth, especially when discerning things on social media, things that are told over and over again that are based on illusion, distorted for personal agenda. Seeing beyond that, seeing above that. Okay. Compassion. This is a card of caring, empathy, acceptance, and gentleness. Loving that. Beautiful blossom coming up there. We also have the card of intensity. There could be some intense times, certainly, but when it comes to this, it's not about letting that get out of control. When we talk about intensity, and we also have this card here, which is the card of honoring the cycles as well. Now this is card number 14. So it does feel to me like there could be some conflict around you or in the world, and you could be being guided at this present time to look at things that are cyclical in nature. You're being guided to observe the cycles that are in your life. Some of you could be seeing the result of something coming full circle, which is good. If there has been grief, know that grief and joy follow one another. It's a natural cycle. Change is, of course, the only constant. We have to embrace that. So entering into change, accepting it, flowing with it, even celebrating it, that's the path to harmony for you guys. Invite harmony into your life by honoring the cycles of life. Yeah. Of course, when we talk about that, just generally in terms of your reading here, guys, there could be some intense things that happen that call you to act at in the near future. But Spirit is saying, rather than react to something that feels very strong or intense at the moment, the best thing that you can really do is to rise above it. Especially if you are the subject of gossip, or there's something here that you're being called to react to that seems a little too much. It could be that it's really interesting because it feels very deep. It's really about intense feelings, the intense passions. You're going to be dealing with a lot of that, guys, over the coming months. It's going to be some really intense times. But you're really going to be able to get through it. So I don't want you to fear it. It's just something that you're going to be called upon to rise above and not react to something that could be quite intense. There could be some intense, passionate feelings around you. Yeah, it's going to take courage to get through that, to pull yourself through that. Any kind of gossip or anything that feels intense around you. Let's see, anything else here, Spirit? And finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source, rising above. I keep getting that for you guys. That's the most important thing. Where there's confusion, where there's distractions, rise above. Rise above. See the truth beyond the illusion, guys. Let's have a look at pile 2. Okay, we have this deep knowing card. We have the Owl of Wisdom above the moon. So yes, there is a lot of ancient knowledge that I'm feeling around this. Doesn't matter your age. It feels like an old soul energy. And it feels like been there, done that. So it may be that there's things happening to you or around you or in the world which you've seen before, that you have deep knowledge about. And it's a little bit like seeing people do things or go through things that you've already been and done and learned the lesson from. And I think it can be frustrating because for a lot of you guys, you could be wanting to help, but you can't really. People have to learn for themselves, don't they? So I think that you want to help, but with this angel of release, you may be being called to release that want, that desire, if you will, to help. Now, the angel of release, that's card number 31. If you reduce that, it is 4. So yeah, I do see you as a rather stable influence around you and in the world. Surrendering, releasing any worries, concerns that you have. Not worrying about issues that you can't control. Having faith that your angel of release here will be guiding you in the right direction. So Spirit wants you to let go of any concerns or worries that you're currently experiencing. And Spirit wants you to see your life from a new perspective. So you might have become so worried about a certain situation that you can't see your way clear to move forward, to progress. But this angel wants to help you find an alternative path so that you can move past your current obstacle. She wants you to worry only about what you can change and take the focus off the things that you can't. Now, I feel that you've experienced challenges that have tested your strength, your resilience, And your present challenge will teach you how strong and resilient you truly are. Instead of becoming angry or frustrated, use it as a time to learn. Think about what you are willing to accept in your life and sort through the things that you aren't willing to accept. Now we have the card of Ashura of the Northeast. Some of you, that direction may be important. We have this card. It's card number 42, reducing that. We have number 6. Now, Ashura of the Northeast. This is about human relationships, friendships, bonding. There's an energy around this of friendship as an invitation to freedom, to authenticity, to flexibility and equality. A friendship that's healthy, positive and holds meaning for your heart, provides nourishment for the soul, affirmation of your person and encouragement for your authentic life journey. So choosing to be a friend to yourself first and foremost, and then to others, increasing happiness in your heart and in the world. So friendship is important. And we have the card of Ajayu. Not sure how to pronounce that, guys. Let me know if you know. Ajayu is an energy of embarking on a journey, is how I'm seeing this card. Now, as humans, of course, we muddle along, we mess up, but we tend to, well, hopefully gain insight along this life path of ours. That, of course, is how you grow. That's how we mature. So if you have made mistakes or wish that you could have handled something differently, you're not alone. Some of you may have allowed regret to inspire you to become muddled in your thinking. But rather than this self-criticism, Spirit is asking you to remember that you're here to learn and grow. And there's never any requirement for perfection. Now, of course, we have to take responsibility for what we do, but when it comes to the things that we do, think of it as learning and growing and celebrating that, rather than focusing instead on the things that have gone wrong, that have been messed up in your life. Now, moving on here, we do have goals, teacher guides. Some of you could be learning a martial art, of course, but that may be something that you're encouraged to do to move. Now, when we think about martial arts, it's not about the battle, it's all the physicality of it. A lot of it has to do with our mindset, how we choose to fight. And we all have to fight, guys. We all are fighting for our boundaries, our personal boundaries. So while some of you may be thinking about things that are going on in the world, what you may consider fragility or vulnerability can be countered with strength of spirit, strength of mind, and strength of body. For some of you, you may be taking up some kind of self-defense class, or some of you could be at this time be thinking, how can I strengthen my boundaries around my house, around my person, around my family, my loved ones. Interesting, guys. And we have this action-oriented energy. There's movement, perseverance, discipline, and motivation. Yeah, a lot of you are motivated to act, to do something, to protect. There is an energy of protection here. Yeah. For some of you, if you live in Europe specifically, you may be inspired to take up some kind of protection. Now, I'm not sure why that may be, guys, of course, but it feels like something that you've been through before or you've learned from before. This time you're going to, you feel like being unprotected was a mistake, so you're deciding to do something that causes you to feel stronger and protected in some way. Now we have Mer meetings and the Saltwater Sisters. So for some of you, you could be meeting with a like-minded group of people, which also is protective in nature, I feel. Let's see. Really interesting energy I'm feeling in this deck. It's certainly not letting things happen to you. It's being proactive, guys. You may even have people around you, a community, that are being sent to you at this time. Soulmates, soul sisters. Not sure if they're going to be there for a long time or just a moment here on your journey. But there's friendship. It has to do a lot with friendships, soul tribe, people you meet along the way, new connections, people that are going to really open up or expand your viewpoint. There's curiosity here, there's interest. There's an energy here of people being interested in you, curious about you, opening up, sharing their space, and likewise. For some of you, you could be moving in with other people. There is a blessing here of new, enthusiastic, activated, and sweet and good friendships and connections. These will be blessings for the soul. Yeah, not exactly alike, but I feel like you can open up and learn a lot through this experience with each other. It's like a kinship. A kinship at this time. Could be people that you're taking a class with. Could be people that you're taking a spirited action with. Share your goals. Okay. This energy of rebirth. Oh yeah. Awakening the sleeping lion. Yeah, don't mess with you guys at this time. If there's anyone around you trying it on with you or your loved ones, they've got no chance, guys. This energy of being present in the moment. We have card number 23. This is a very spiritual energy. When we're present, when we're fully conscious of our surroundings, of what's going on around us, you're not separate. You're not separated, or you're not separate. It's a very positive energy of being in the now. And I feel like you're taking constructive action, or you're using your power to change a situation around you for the better. So if there's a situation around you that you don't feel is perfect, or that you want to change, this is you doing that. There's some sort of immediate benefit when you take action here. And you seem to have people around you that want to take this action with you. And there's a strong feeling of peace being brought as a result of that, guys. Wow. Beautiful energy there. Let's move on to pile number 3. Feeling of being blessed and the angel of divine timing. Loving that for you guys. Now, the main energy that I'm picking up around this is of things are going to work out much better than perhaps you've been thinking that they're going to work out. For a lot of my viewers here, you're being asked to have full and total faith that whatever desired outcome you're wanting will happen. But of course, everything in divine timing, right? Now, I feel like the timing is right though. Whatever you've been patient about, whatever you've awaited some good news about, it's coming, guys. So don't give up hope. All of the pieces of the puzzle are falling into place. You know, we live in a society where we tend to want instant results, and it's hard to be patient. And we can become very disappointed by things that are happening in our life when things don't work out the way that we want them to. Because for some of you guys, you've almost had to put your goals, your dreams on hold for a time. For whatever reason, I am picking that up. If you live in somewhere where there has been war or strife, that may be the reason for some of you. It feels like circumstances out of your control, guys. Now we have the runner guides. This is a card of ease. Wanting things to be easier in your life? Yes, definitely. And we have the card of decisions. Yes. You've had to make some hard decisions. Definitely. You want your decisions to be easier. It feels like you've had some really tough decisions to make. Some of you have had to make sacrifices, certainly. But here, it feels like your decisions in the near future will become easier because there won't be this stress or anxiety hanging around you. For some of you, you could have been experiencing a loss of job or a financial difficulty, which has caused you to make some tough decisions in your life. For others of you, you've had to make some tough choices because of health, either your own or someone else's. Now we have ascendancy capacity and the card of Lu. I want to start with ascendancy capacity because we have this beautiful. It looks a little bit like a lion, but I'm not sure that it is exactly a lion, but it feels like it is. So let's talk about that one, guys. 33, some of you could be life path number, or you could be 33 years old. Now, when we talk about this one, guys, challenges in our lives are a means to an end, right? We have to go through challenges, we all do. And they act as a catalyst for readiness for an increased flow of abundance coming to us. But we have to go through the challenges to get to the good stuff, right? So I do feel that there's an increased flow of grace. There's an energy around you of having a wonderful ability to handle all kinds of challenges in your life. And you've faced a lot of responsible decisions that you've had to make that are challenging, that you've had to take responsibility for. Spirit is asking you to continue to engage in this process, recognizing that you are being tested, or you have been tested, but at the same time you're being asked to take care, apply wisdom, so that you navigate these challenges. Spirit doesn't want you to break down by the challenges, they want you to break through. So a testing time, but there is an extremely positive end in view. So embrace the power while surrendering to the wisdom of, you know what, this too shall pass. Things will become easier. 19, we have this card of Lu. Now with this one, guys, Lu is about the long game. There will be spurts, of course, of swift progress, rapid healing, recovering, rising through any difficulties, building a long-lasting legacy. You are in the process of remaking your soul's journey. Value the process, value yourself enough to set boundaries with yourself and others. There's an undertaking here which is requiring you to have patience. It's a process which is going to take tending to and time. So there will be moments where there will be swift progress, but there's also playing the long game here, being in it for the long haul, guys. Now we also have this card of pure intention. Yes, well, you know what, I do feel that you are very strong in terms of your intention, and as long as that it is from a pure place, things are going to work out in a very positive way. I do see chaos around you guys, I can't lie. There are patterns of chaos around you, forces perhaps that feel like they're working against you. It's a question of time, of getting through it. Now this creature has a mission to purify the waters and return balance. So for some of you, you could be waiting for that time to occur. This unicorn feature here is about purification, and together they're weaving currents so that the toxins can rise from the water and be transformed. Okay, things are being removed from your life that are toxic. Balance will be restored. The intent is clear, very strong. There's no wavering here, there's mission. And what must be completed here to ensure that that your territory or your place, wherever you are, is cleared of energies and impurities. So when you're faced with the challenge, clear all from your mind, your heart, accept that which must be done. Have clear and firm intent. Step only in that direction. Having a clear purpose. Don't waver, have clear intent, possess clear purpose. And you really can't fail, guys. Whatever it is that you're desiring, goals, your passion, whatever you're craving, there will be fulfillment. Laziness is not an option, guys. No, there has to be pure content on what you want. For some of you, this laziness could be these short bursts of activity. If that's a health issue, guys, I feel like short bursts of activity are better than none, certainly. So whatever feels comfortable for you guys. But you're in it for the long haul. You're looking with clear intent and purpose on the future, where you're headed, where you want to be. In order to get there, you have to keep persevering. But with these short bursts of energy, you're going to achieve something. It may be a little bit slower, but you will achieve the goal. Now we also have this card of offer. Some of you could be receiving an offer. Others of you could be the one that is offering somebody else. Not sure what that could be, guys. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Now, Spirit is saying you have the opportunity to live each day however you want it to lead it. I mean, it's about your efforts and the amount that you put in. If you put in effort towards what you really want, your sole purpose, then you'll never feel drained, burned out, overwhelmed, uninspired, which could create that laziness. Instead, if you focus on what your true soul path goal is, energy will fill you. You'll experience joy while you do it, success in all that you do. It feels like ensuring that what what you're progressing towards is something that is sacred for you. Now, what does that mean? Now, every single thing that you do takes energy. So when you consciously direct the energy toward a specific frequency, desire, or cause, you're weaving magic. You're seeing the value in your efforts, and you're passionately offering them up to the world. You're serving as an open channel of divinity and amplifying the energy field of a higher power. And this act of constant communion will foster feelings of profound connection, inspiration, and protection. And this is what it means to live in a meaningful way. So doing things that mean something to you, guys, that's the clear goal. That's what's going to bless, to make you feel blessed. Yeah. Make the decisions that come from that place, that higher consciousness. Don't run from it, Spirit is saying. What it is that you desire, your goals, you're passionate, what you crave, you can have that. You can have fulfillment. Set the pure intention, and whatever effort you put into it, that's how much you will receive from Spirit. So mind the laziness, guys, if that one is you. Oh, let's move on. So let's go to pile number 4. Let's see what we have. Oh, to the sea. There's an energy of transition around this, of choice. For some of you, there is a strong energy of moving on from conflict, knowing your direction, not really taking too much of a look in the past, not really focused too much on the future, but certainly seeing where things go, being more in the flow. Certainly with this angel of patience, there is a feeling around this of needing to wait something out. And patience is a difficult thing, certainly. The way that I'm feeling around this, guys, is an acknowledgement of needing to be patient. Now, everything taking time. There's an energy around this of surrendering worries, concerns, and letting this angel of patience surround you in an energy of protection while you're waiting. There's an energy around this of reconnecting. So, patience can be a difficult word. It's something that we don't really want to hear or acknowledge, because it reminds us that what we desire is perhaps not as close as we would like it to be. But rest assured that the universe is working very hard behind the scenes. So you're doing your part and the universe is doing its part to help you to manifest this desire that you've been visualizing, something that you've been working towards. Sometimes you want something to happen immediately, but the outcome is not always good for us if that happens. So all good things do come to those who wait, and your angel of patience is here to assist you when it comes to waiting. Yeah, I don't like to give that message because I'm not a very patient person myself, but there we go, guys. We also have the angel of detoxification. So for some of you, this waiting game is because you've had to detoxify from something either within yourself or that's around you. There's an energy of being, when it comes to your body, your health, healing energy. Now, this could be life choices when it comes to healthy food and beverages, but it could be really anything when it comes to having a healthy mind, body, and spirit. So at times our body can become overly stressed from the pressures that's placed upon it during our life. So this angel of detoxification is letting you know that when this happens, it is allowing you to clear out any stress. This patience, it's allowing you to clear out any stress, addictions, bad habits, or unhealthy choices that you may have around you at this particular time. changing your lifestyle so that you can have a healthier, more focused, stress-free life. So now's the time, of course, to give up the things that, or cut back on at least, the things that we know are not good for us. Could be substances, soft drinks, addictive foods, alcohol, caffeine, whatever it is, guys. You may benefit from eating more clean food like fresh fruit and veg, cutting down on the sugary stuff, cutting down on the fast foods. Now, this is not a punishment, guys, or it's not to make you feel guilty about your choices here. It's just allowing you to see how things could be healthier for you. It's not that you can't have what you like. I mean, yes, you can have it in small doses, absolutely. Now, we have this card of retrieval. Now, to me, that feels like soul retrieval. This patience, this waiting is allowing you to free yourself from these toxic substances or toxic lifestyle, toxic relationships, toxic jobs, whatever it is, so that you can get back to more of a pure heart, a pure you, setting a pure intention. And we have this card of Isia, the threshold of Isis. Yeah, you're on the threshold of something big here, guys, that's for sure. It's card number 29, and the energy around this one is really a sense of being connected with your heart, bringing yourself back to this sense of who you really are, beyond that which you may have surrounded yourself with, this toxic energy. This is getting back to a purity. There's healing here, there's empowerment, there's a sense here of engaging with Source. If anyone around you is attempting to cause chaos in your life or drama, this is about firmly, cleanly cutting yourself off from those situations so that you can have this inner place of spiritual peace and empowerment. When it comes to your own life, there's an energy around this of compassion. When it comes to anything that you may have had in your life that hasn't been good for you, showing compassion for yourself, while focusing on your own life, your own heart, your own purpose. But when it comes to others, don't allow words or actions that come from a place of hate, fear, or jealousy to undermine the commitment that you have to your path. Definitely create a bubble around yourself, a shield, if you will, around anything or anyone that could be causing you to go back to some past situations or past patterns. You don't need that in your life. When it comes to boundaries, maintain those very strong boundaries. Have a threshold there that will not be crossed. Stay true to yourself. Absolutely, while embracing positive change in your life. That is the next part of your journey, guys. That is the next part of your journey. You know, I don't really see you going forward with any fear. The only thing you really have to look out for is being set back by other people's words or actions. There's an energy here. When you see this mermaid, she's sitting on this rock and she's musing over how far she's come, the places that she's needed to discover, the parts of herself that she's come to know, what was revealed. Now, she doesn't really know what the next stage will look like, and we saw that with this To the Sea card. She doesn't really know what the next stage of life looks like or who she's becoming. She's not sure where she ought to be or who she ought to be with, if anyone at all. And she may be hesitating here over choices that need to be decided upon, and that could certainly be you guys. I don't think she wants to be sure right now. She's not comfortable with certainty or uncertainty. Interesting. But she knows that she has to continue. She has to devote some time here to understanding who she wants to be next before she makes a kind of decision. So Be sure to offer yourself time and space to map out the next big dream, what you long for, the experience that your soul craves. It doesn't matter how you do this. You could journal, speak with trusted friends or advisors, create an image board, write a list. Whatever it is that you want to experience has to be aligned with your soul purpose. So here I see you preparing, making space. This mermaid is unsure, but with some time, she will map out where she's going to next, guys. That's for certain. And presence, awareness, attention, reality, connection. Yeah, I feel that you are where you need to be right now. It's this kind of in-between energy, guys. And until you really connect with a sense of where you need to throw your attention towards, I think you just have to be present, experience the now fully, not focus too much on the future right now. If you're really unclear, really confused, that won't be forever. You know, that there is something here that you will be aware of, but it's only because you clear your mind, especially of this toxicity, whatever that is, and be open to source. You know, you'll receive the answers that you need here, guys. We've got the card of receptivity. Everything that you do from a place of love will be the right thing to do. And we have honor the lineage. Now, some of you right now, you may be or feel very connected to an ancestor, an ancestral spirit. This is card number 20. When we're asked to honor the lineage, what does that mean? Well, it's about knowledge, it's about wisdom that's passed down from ancestors. It's a stream of energy that transcends time, that transcends space. So be open with this receptivity and this awareness, this presence. Be open to the presence of something that is calling for your attention. It's real, guys. It's not your imagination. It's a living stream of energy. Receiving an energy from ancestors, from teachers, from your spirit guides, from predecessors. It's an unbroken chain. So this is about accessing that stream of knowledge, that stream of wisdom, by connecting with your lineage. Look deeply at the ways that your predecessors may be able to support you with an inquiry. So when it comes to what you are concerned about, answers to questions, Spirit is asking you to call on your ancestors, your angels. It could be the spirit of a deceased grandparent or even a parent. But their main thing is wanting you to harmonize your life and your relationship patterns. They don't want you to repeat toxic patterns. If you're embarking on anything new, like if you're thinking about a course of study, you could be being directed in that way if that's something that has been calling to you. And for some of you, you may be being called to teach or to muse in some way, whatever that means to you. Yeah. What customs, traditions did your ancestors adhere to? What expressions of wisdom did they impart whilst they were here on this earthly plane? For some of you who weren't raised by a birth family or are unclear about your origins, I do feel that there can be, if you set an intention to connect to past ancestors, they will come through to you with knowledge to support you in some way. It could be signs, symbols. Call on them, trust your instincts, your intuition, to connect with them through prayer, through ritual, or through meditation. Very beautiful energy here. Consciously connecting to your lineage your roots, will provide you with a sense of grounded stability. Some of you could be connecting with roots, with birth family, with where you grew up. When you draw upon that ancient resource, you are supercharging your soul purpose. You have something that you can turn to, a code or an edict by which to live. Connecting to that energy will lend clarity, guidance, and direction. Okay, guys, let's move on to pile number 5. Let's see. There's no place like home. Click your heels, guys. Those red shoes from the Wizard of Oz. There is no place like home. So whatever that means to you, it feels like for some of you, you could be already have a home. For those of you who are looking, that's going to be something that you're going to find a clear connection to. There's stability here. There's strength. There's a place of security. For some of you, you could have been traveling or lived in another country, but now you're reconnecting with your birthplace. We've got the angel of meditation here. Now, for some of you, this home of yours, you could have an altar in this home, or you could be living near a place of religious worship. I'm also getting for some of you that home may be someplace which is very tied to your beliefs. This is about being witness to life's challenges and not letting it affect you. This is about reconnecting today with spirit, with source. For some of you, you've been so busy that you haven't had time to still your mind and reflect on where you've been, where your journey has led you. So this is about slowing down and reconnecting with spirit. Okay, don't be afraid to ask spirit about any issues that you need assistance with. Find that quiet place, relax, do some deep breathing exercises, and focus on what may have been causing you worry or distress. Your angel of meditation is giving you spirit guidance to help you see a positive outcome. Now, of course, meditating isn't easy. It's something that takes practice and patience. So for some of you, it may not be strict meditation. It could be, being out in nature or finding a place in your home where there is just a place where you feel is sacred, feels safe and secure. Yeah, your helper guides are here, pointing you in the right direction. Got this card of invention. So for those of you who are thinking about an idea, something that you'd like to pursue, I do feel that your spirit guides are pointing you in the right direction. Okay, so there's a little bit of a confirmation there for you guys. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this name, but let me draw that closer so that you guys can see it. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to try even attempt that one, guys. I have no idea. If you guys know, good for you. I'm not sure. Let's see. The energy that's around this. Well, really, it's a sense of steadiness, rest, upon a firm foundation, and that's that no place like home. Now we see these birds in this lady's hair, and it almost feels like a nest to me. Nesting is important. From your vantage point, the path before you now and how to best navigate it is clear. There's an energy of receptivity here and acting faithfully upon the guidance of spirit. So, if you've been dealing with a lot of change, upheaval, some of you may have been moving home, know that this is the chaos that precedes creation. So whatever was born of this chaos, I feel it's this finding home, there's going to be creation here. Returning to your spiritual roots, perhaps, to ground yourself. There's an anchor when it comes to mind, body, soul, and thereby allowing your life to unfold according to the wisdom of the universe. There's an energy around you of this home actively supporting your fulfillment. Now this is Mayan energy. Steadying yourself, planting roots deep enough that support you during times of upheaval and transformation. From that inner steadiness, your world can find a sheltered place. When we're in chaos, when things are causing us distress, emotionally, psychologically, physically, we become fearful. But if we're in a place where we feel secure, it bolsters our courage. Rerouting ourselves to Mother Earth, a tethering of mind to body and soul. There's an intentional reconnection to what brings you safety, security, to your roots. And it has to do with home, finding a new home. And we have collaboration. Yeah, there's support around you guys as well, which is very lovely. Now this could be friends, it could even be family members, guys. For some of you, you are not embarking on this path alone. You have people around you. It could be a small group of people or just two of you. There's keeping things simple, discussing plans. There's speaking with harmony, sharing thoughts and future possibilities, planning in teamwork, and how to do this together. So for some of you, you have this person around you. For others of you, you have a desire for someone to collaborate with. Now, things are easier when there's two. So you'll soon be blessed, if you aren't already, with a partner with whom you can develop what it is that you're waiting for here. You will have support, encouragement, direction. Your strengths will complement each other. You may have different approaches, but your values will align. Could be a soulmate. And in this company, you and whatever it is that you want to manifest can flourish. There's ease to this partnership, good-heartedness, like-mindedness, solidarity, having each other's backs. And the two or more of you will be a force to be reckoned with. We have inspiration around you, sparking ideas, creation, conception, impulse. So something out of something being destroyed, out of something that didn't work out of failure comes success for you guys. Now, you are a bit of a rebel, but you're a rebel with a cause. Summoning the rain and being fluid. Yeah. Summoning the rain. Well, I see the rain as something that comes as a very positive sign after difficulty. Yeah. It's card number 35. And if you reduce that, it's 8. Now, with this one, summoning the rain, it feels very much like a collective energy. Again, for some of you, you may be religious, or you may be joining a religious group, or there may be a reconnecting with religious roots. But what's more here, it's about you directing and focusing your intentions, like having a wand. Like whatever you want to manifest here, using this wand of creation to amplify energy. Okay. So what is it that you truly desire? What is your vision? What is the most ideal outcome for you Get very clear on what it is that you intend to do. Because you have the power here. You can access this power to create this. And this is very positive energy. Allowing the full presence of powerful manifestation. And with this energy of being fluid, well, that's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, what we get there is shifting circumstances, events, being in the flow rather than fixed energy, being flexible, fluid, adaptable. It's not about being stuck. It's about working with the energy of creation. It's about a receptive state. So it almost feels like a hanged man kind of energy. Things are changing around you. Rather than being fixed in this energy, you're being asked to move with the times, to embrace changes, to let it inspire you guys. Entering into this fluidity will connect you with power, with creation, and bring you into harmony with that which is best for you, for the world, and for people around you. For some of you, you're bringing into life something that is going to be very good for the world, very good for people, some sort of collaboration. And you do this from a place where you feel best, you feel at home. You could be inventing anything really, an app, a device, it could be a business. Yeah. But the key to all of this is being in a stable place in order to be very, very open to this inspiration. I feel that you're going to find inspiration by being in a place of stability. So if there's some issues around home, I think that you have to get that sorted, guys, so that you can be stable in order to manifest, because it seems like your life path is very important. There's something that's going to come out of this that's going to be good for the world. Now let's move on here to pile number 6. We have the Fates and the Tribe. Ah, yes. This is you guys being fated to find your soul family. It feels very much like being where you're supposed to be at this particular time. You're fated to be with a soul family, with a soul tribe. Whoever they may be, I think that you'll just know who they are, because you have the Angel of Enlightenment. This is a sense here of understanding who your soul tribe is. Like-minded individuals, people that are on the same path as you. Life path number 33 for some of you. This is about understanding and being excited. Now, the Angel of Enlightenment, there's an energy of growth here. And for some of you, you've gone through a period of alone time, but in the future, I see with this tribe, you will learn and grow even more by being around like-minded individuals. So if you have felt lonely or you felt like something's been missing, you're going to find your soul tribe. And your Angel of Enlightenment is gently guiding you in this direction to enhance your life. So surrender any fears that you may have about any challenges or lessons that you're capable of handling at this point. Remember that you're not alone, and you can call upon this Angel of Enlightenment for assistance. Now, the journey towards enlightenment usually happens in subtle ways. You know, it's not in a big giant explosion of understanding. So for some of you, you're receiving kind of subtle nudges in the right direction. You may be having repetitive dreams. You may see repetitive number sequences. There may be a chance meeting with a stranger, or you may be feeling deja vu. So be extra vigilant during this time, because something's being sent your way and it's part of your spiritual journey, something that you're meant to receive. Okay, let's see. Yeah, self-love, nature spirits, and exhaustion. Yeah. Make sure that you give yourself time to heal. Focus on prioritizing health and well-being at this particular time. Body, mind, soul, certainly. Emotionally speaking, there's an energy around this of showing compassion to yourself and making sure that you receive all of the good things that you're meant to in this life. For some of you, you may have been denying yourself, but Spirit is saying, it's okay to give yourself a bit of self-love every now and again. So if you've been abstaining from something that you really enjoy, make time for that, guys, because it's something that's going to help with this exhaustion. Whatever that could be. It could be giving yourself permission to have a little bit of time off. It could be giving yourself permission to have an extra long bath or shower. Whatever it is, guys, it's good for your body, good for your mind, good for your soul. Getting out in nature also can bring this sense of seeing symbols or signs. You may not see it in your house or in your place of work, but what you will see is subtle signs that you're where you need to be in life. It's fated, guys. Now we have Mater Materia Medica. That is a very important energy for you guys. It also feels like a very stable energy. I keep getting you where you're meant to be, where you're meant to receive messages from Spirit. I see this woman in this card, and she is meditating here, and she has the capacity to heal herself, to tame wild forces, and to generate light. Your heart can naturally attract all that you need to heal, and for you to accomplish your life purpose, you're being asked to remain positive. Positive manifestations can unfold rapidly at this time in your life, like a fast-growing kind of energy, like bamboo. There's a red hibiscus in this card, and that symbolizes the flow of positive energies towards you and the repelling of negativity. So rest your inner gaze within your heart. Align yourself with positive turnaround of events that will generate sweetness in your life. Yes, absolutely, guys. We also have this energy of camouflage. You know what, there is a little energy of hiding here, but I feel that that's a good thing at the present time. It feels a little bit like this soul tribe, fitting in, not standing out so much at this particular time. Yeah, these mermaids here are hiding from things that are on the surface, chaos that could be happening. They're safe with each other, and there's an energy of safety and a place to hide for a time. So there are times to be seen, to stand out and be very noticed, and there are times to find a safe place with safe people. There's an energy here of feeling like in a cocoon. When the butterfly, before the butterfly comes out, it's in this cocoon, and it can feel a little vulnerable. I think that's its most vulnerable state before it emerges. So for some of you, you may be feeling in a vulnerable state at this time, but you're being asked to make sure that you're comfortable. There's a comfortability when it comes to soul tribe around you. Yeah. It could be like a safe harbor, a shelter, feeling. I don't get like a huge amount of people or anything, but neither are you alone. There's an energy here of perhaps simple things, simple pleasures, sharing with a small group of people. You could be withdrawing from perhaps big social events or even social media because you need peace, calm, and some kind of security for the moment. You know, the world out there is kind of brimming with all of this inhumanity, right? And when we withdraw from that, it's a safer space. So for some of you, that is the point. Time to retreat, to have a smaller, more peaceful life. Yeah. It's a smaller, more peaceful life. For some of you, you're choosing a place to live that's smaller, more peaceful. It could be a smaller town, a smaller city, with like-minded people, a place where you fit in, where you don't stand out like a sore thumb. Yeah, we have dreams. You could be receiving messages, signs, symbols, or guidance. Certainly in nature, I get that. Sharing, yes, with others. Sharing of yourself, sharing of your gifts, your dreams, sharing in terms of like, I almost got a commune kind of energy where you could be growing vegetables. There could be more of an energy of community spirit where you are or where you choose to be at this time. And then we have the card of Adorn the Temple. Now this is card number 27. And the temple, of course, is the body. And adorning the temple, with this, it really is a feeling of acknowledging. Now, what do I mean by that? We've all heard the term, your body is a temple. Now, a temple, of course, is something that is meant to really, well, what's the term for that? It's saying adorn the temple, but I'm feeling it more as an honoring rather than what we put on our body. It feels like honoring. Worship, even worshipping yourself. Now, caring about our appearance can often be considered superficial or frivolous. We all know that mainstream commercial culture attempts to exploit our insecurities, so we have to buy their product to look a certain way. I feel that this is more about something that is much bigger than that. It's a sacred energy. What we put on can be quite profound. It can be powerful. It can radiate respect. And for you, it's about a new level of empowerment. So it is about self-image, but it's not coming from a superficial place. I feel like this is about improving your self-esteem and your self-reverence. Sacred adornment, connecting with yourself, discovering your authentic style, your self-care habits, going beyond mass conditioning. It almost feels like you could be being called to wear very natural things. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money either. It could be natural products, it could be natural stones, you could be being drawn to wear more natural jewelry, adorning yourself in ways that bring about your more natural beauty. And for some of you, you could be sharing with others that, again, if you can't afford that, you may be able to have, people around you could be sharing. Or they could even be gifting you certain items. which is interesting. The way that I'm feeling around this, guys, it feels like that moment just before. People see you for who you really are. You know, it's like being hidden, but then being revealed. I'm not sure what that means, but that's the image I'm getting from Spirit. I feel it's fated. So if there's something that you've been trying to achieve and you feel like you haven't been getting the attention, something that's been exhausting you, Spirit is saying persist, keep going. And you this dream of yours, you will be revealed. People will notice you. Yeah. It's like people have been haven't caught up to you yet. It's like you've been out ahead of the game, and people have lagged behind. But I feel like you're going to be noticed, guys, in a very, very positive way. It's taken some time, but you will get there. Now let's have a look at the remaining pile. This is pile number 7. Oh, all it glitters. Some of you could be sitting on something that is quite valuable at this time. It could be a talent of yours. It could be something that you have that is quite valuable. It doesn't have to mean it's money either. It could be something that people are looking at you, looking at where you are. Some of you live in a place that glitters. It could be somewhere that's full of natural resources. For others of you, it could be have a lot of tall buildings with like New York City or Las Vegas or somewhere like that. It's like being somewhere exciting. Okay, and the angel of creativity. Yeah, this place, I feel that for a lot of you, you could be wanting to be somewhere where it's like being in the bright lights of the city. You know, there's a sense of creativity. I feel like you don't want to be in the country right now. Some of you could be moving to a place where there's a lot of people, where there's a lot of inspiration. Perhaps movies have been made there or TV shows. Yeah, something that's going to get you the creative juices to flow, and a feeling where you can excel in this place. For you, when you're working on creative ideas, you can, of course, become blocked. Doubt yourself. There could be fear, a lack of confidence about your creative gifts. But your angel of creativity wants you to know that you possess everything that you need to achieve the creative endeavor that you're currently working on. So something that you're being inspired to do, a project, it could be a piece of art, it could be any kind of creative work. It could be a book, poetry, music. Visualize your angel of creativity standing by your side. Yeah, I feel like what you're sitting on, what you're creating is going to be something that is very good, but it also could bring in some big dollars here also with that all that glitters card. Now, it's important not to do it just for the money. I think it's something that you really have. The money is secondary to the work, is what I'm getting from Spirit. You're being asked to have that leap of faith. Your guides are coming through with Fool card energy. Whatever this creative endeavor is, leap, get it out there. Don't doubt yourself. Now, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this card's name, but you'll see it there. It is card number 8. Now, with this one, guys, when you're facing any kind of choice, it's like I'm seeing you there, standing in front of someone who has the ability to say yes or no, to bring about your dream. What kind of response do you visualize from this person? If you visualize a no, your energy is going to come across in a way which could bring that about. So I want you to go into any kind of meeting. For some of you, you could be wanting to write an application or send in a body of work to someone where they have some kind of power or judgment. Go in with all of the confidence that you can muster, guys. If you can't yet sense a constructive, spiritually aligned pathway, make sure you shift your attitude so that you have a state of positive expectancy. Okay? There is a way through a current dilemma that will open your heart to joy. It will bring about happiness. But first you have to disengage from fear or doubt. Give yourself permission to determine what your own inner state of being shall be. So when you're approaching anyone that has like a job interview or anything like that, or you're putting your heart and soul into something, if you go in with confidence and a belief in yourself, guess what? You're likely to succeed. Yeah, low tide. Now you'll see that this mermaid is low tide, meaning that she's fully being seen here. She's not covered up. There's an openness here. And with this one, guys, it's about being discovered. And when the water recedes, we can see this mermaid. All can be seen here, unobscured. So I think for a lot of you, I think you could be discovered here. And it feels a little bit miraculous, like suddenly becoming famous or suddenly becoming known, being completely seen. So this is a low tide moment. For some of you, you could be coming in at a time where there's not a lot of competition, so that you're more easily seen. So either you or there's circumstances about you which allows you to be seen. So what needs clearing? What needs changing? What requires this exposure? So it feels a little bit like right time, right place. So if some aspects of your life, your career, have been kept hidden, they're now in the open. Like you're given your chance, your opportunity. Now this low tide moment can be challenging or full of wonder. You get to decide. Yeah. It feels really good, guys. I'm really liking that. Now, also we have possessions, belongings, finances, assets, and treasures. Yes, all that glitters. For some of you, it's like, discovering treasure. That sounds weird, doesn't it? But I feel the treasure is you. I feel like there's something here that can bring you assets, money, finances, belongings. You can manifest. If there's something that you've wanted, you can manifest this. It feels like an open channel where your creativity leads to possessing all that you've wanted. Wow. Discovery of some kind. Adventure. Fool card energy. Venturing forth. That leap of faith. Your guardian angel is with you, certainly. And consult your body's wisdom. We have the card Number 37 here. Now, consulting your body's wisdom when it comes to choices, opportunities. The feeling around this is physical expression, a spark. Some of you could be really nervous. I get, like, if you're a performer, you could have like butterflies in the stomach, nervous tension. Honor that. It doesn't matter how nervous you are about something. Everyone's nervous, guys. Even the most accomplished performers still get stage fright. I'm not saying that everyone's a performer here, but it's something that's bringing about some nerves or nervous tension. And it can be hard to, especially when we're going for job interviews and things like that, to be judged. But go with your gut, guys. Our body always gives us feedback about what is good for us, what's healthy, what's positive, and also what's depleting or compromising. So listen to your body, even though it doesn't actually talk to us. We know by the way we feel. So take a moment to consider how your body feels about situations. Tune into your body. Connect with your body's intelligence. When you strengthen your relationship with your body, you can more. It's like telling you that you can do something. It gives you that power. Use it. And what I'm saying is that rather than have some sort of nervous excitability or nervous tension deplete you or drain you, use it. Use it as a motivation kind of thing. Let me see. I'm going to get a couple of cards for you guys. Yeah, communication. Reach out for reach out to your body. That sounds weird, but that's what I'm getting here. Your body will tell you when it's time to do something. It's like people on stage. It's not all planned out. If you plan everything out, it's not creative. The spark isn't there. Something that gets you discovered isn't there. So I'm saying, do something in the moment that you're called to do. You'll know what it is because your body is communicating it to you. Okay? And we have simplicity. Yeah, and keeping it simple. It doesn't have to be a big thing. I think you can do a lot with less. Doing a lot with less. And let's see, any other message here, please, before we end the picky card reading. Thank you guys for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments down below. Keep them coming, guys. Love to read them. Yeah, staying focused, holding the course, keeping it simple, listening to your body when it tells you to take advantage of something or to do something. Try new things with that adventure card, guys. Take that leap of faith. I feel like you can have a lot of really unexpected, really good things that can happen to you quite quickly here, guys. When this opportunity arises, your body will tell you that that's it. That's the one that Michelle was talking about in the reading. And then you're being asked to just go with what your instincts are in that moment. I don't think that you can go wrong, really, guys. Wishing you all the very best. Please do take care, and bye for now.